Dear board members of San Francisco Bay Area Venture Capital, I'm pleased to present to you a wonderful investment opportunity for our company. Whether you are watching television, using your mobile phone to view videos, painting in your studio, or even dining with your family, please spend 10 minutes to review my proposal on this amazing company, Ceago Vine Garden.
Ceago is the leader of the biodynamic wine market in the United States. However, the future of the biodynamic wine industry remains challenging. We would like to present our proposal on how we can turn the drought into a golden harvest for Ceago and us. We have devised 3 strategies to propel Ceago forward and achieve a compound annual growth rate of 16.5%.
Before we elaborate on our strategies, we advise that Ceago should pursue the biodynamic route as it can use it as a differentiation to stand out from other wine producers. In addition, the company's key competency lies in crafting small and exquisite volumes of wine. Hence, it has the resources and expertise to manufacture biodynamic wine. Finally, some key trends that will shape the future of wine markets include craft products and functional benefits. Therefore, Ceago would be able to capitalize on this trend by delivering fine products with health benefits.
The US domestic market is of great interest to Ceago, as US wine consumption is registering healthy growth of about 2 to 3% and the organic industry is growing at about 20% annually. Therefore, Ceago is in a good position to capture the growing market given its advantageous location in California and unique value proposition. In order to strengthen our position in the domestic market, Ceago would have to employ an effective marketing mix to strengthen its footing in the domestic market. We have studied the sales of wine and the characteristics of our customers to devise an appropriate marketing mix to meet the needs of the identified target segment. Wine is a highly differentiated product with a wide range of price points. Observing the wine market closely, we noticed that many brands have migrated upwards, and premium wines are growing at about 15 to 20% over the past decade. We suggest that we further divide the premium wine group into 3 price segments: the luxury, $25 to $50, super luxury, $50 to $100, and icon at over $100. On the other hand, we segment the market based on their drinking behavior and perception of exquisiteness. Therefore, the customers can be categorized into marginal drinkers, aspirants, and connoisseurs. As Ceago's production capacity is limited, we will not be able to produce massive volumes to exploit economies of scale to attain higher profitability. Therefore, we advise Ceago to focus on aspirants and connoisseurs to derive greater profit margin.
Recognizing that the internet is a cost-effective platform, Ceago should capitalize on its website and wine forums to reach out to its customers.
Ceago should also forge strategic partnership with Demeter to enhance consumers' understanding of the biodynamic industry and its eco-label. We have identified YouTube as an effective platform to promote the concept of biodynamism, given that the YouTube exposure rate in the States is 78.6%. In addition, it could consider joining wine consortium that supports sustainable wine practices to tap on its customer networks and enhance its reputation by participating in international wine competitions. Finally, we consider the pricing strategy and product mix which Ceago should offer. Having Ceago's production plans and the domestic market's projected growth in mind, we begin by examining the cost structure of Ceago. We identified that it incurs high fixed costs which include property taxes, land, vineyard and establishment, and other expenses. Taking an average price of Ceago wine to be $27 and a contribution margin of $19.55, it will require about 687 bottles to break even per acre and yielding a razor-thin profit of $19,600 per harvest. Ceago currently faces 2 options of either raising its price to enhance its profitability or increase the utilization of its available land. However, raising price might cause Ceago to reduce its market share. The viable option for Ceago will be to increase its production volume to fully utilize its capacity via phases of increasing its production by 2,000 cases per year. But how should Ceago change its configuration mix? In order to determine this, we will need to look at the trends of demand for different types of wine. Based on the current rankings, it may be wise for Ceago to increase its production for Chardonnay. But based on the statistics from California Wine Institute, 2 key types of wine which are growing in popularity are Muscat
and Merlot with simple annual growth rate of 14% and 3% respectively. The remarkable increase of Muscat can be attributed to consumers decreasing their alcohol intake, making Moscato wine a more favourable choice. Furthermore, many popular references has been made to the drink, such as Keen West. Hence, it will be ideal for Ceago to tune its product mix in order to capture this trend. As shown, Merlot and Muscat has increased their proportion of the production from 18.75% and 6.25% to 26.3% and 17.5% respectively. We project that Ceago will be able to increase its net operating profit by 250% by end of year 6.
The second strategy is to develop an integrated resort to promote the concept of biodynamic wine. We have identified a significant potential in agro-tourism. Based on United Nations report, it has been growing at a tremendous rate of 30% in the States, making it the fastest growing segment in travel. However, based on initial capital outlay of $150 million, and performing computations by assuming a 30% profit margin based on resorts of similar characteristics, Ceago is expected to derive a simple payback period of 56 years. Instead, it may be more feasible if we break the project and analyze each segment individually. Firstly, with regards to the sale of residential property, it may not be a wise choice given that the project will only generate one-off profits and it does not synergize with the core winery business of Ceago. Secondly, after scrutinizing the cottage plan, it might not be a suitable project to embark on given that the cottages and holiday inns are targeted towards families, making it a less suitable option to work on. Moreover, as established before, families are not exactly the target segment to work with, and thus do not create any synergy with Ceago's core business. Finally, we decided that a 50-room resort might be a viable option. Currently, its tasting room and other restaurant facilities are already in place to complement with the hotel. Therefore, the concept of agritourism will be a plausible blue ocean strategy which Ceago might be able to adopt. The supportive regulatory environment of Lake County presents Ceago with a unique opportunity to establish the region as a premier hospitality and lifestyle destination. Differentiated by the principles of agritourism, the proposed Ceago program will meet growing market demand for experiential and green lifestyle-based tourism and be the leader in the emerging Lake County market. The hotel's designs will centralize on the theme of agritourism, which celebrates community, connection to land, and the pleasures of dining. Visitors will also receive packages where guided tours will be conducted to highlight the features and benefits of biodynamic farming. Not only will the resort be helping Ceago to generate ancillary revenue, it also promotes and increases the outreach of its wines to a larger group of people. Ultimately, the concept of the resort will be targeting culinary tourists as well as wellness seekers. After performing ground studies in Napa Valley and considering its stellar location near the Clear Lake, it is highly reasonable that its hotel rates will be charged on the higher tier of the market of $350 per night based on competitors' pricing. With regards to promotional efforts, Ceago may partner with large tour agencies as well as travel websites in order to increase the resort's exposure to the general public in the States. Using a profit margin of 30% and an average occupancy rate of 57.9% in the California hotels, it is projected that it will pay off itself in 5.5 years, and in 10 years based on a discount rate of 10%, it will generate an NPV of $1.7 million for Ceago.
In the long term, we recommend Ceago to consider expanding into other geographical markets to enhance its market prominence. Considering Ceago's target segment and its value proposition, we have devised 5 decision criteria to choose the most suitable market which it should consider, and they are Sweden and South Korea. The wine market in South Korea is lucrative as it achieved a growth rate of 10% and its organic market grew by 17% from 2011 to 2012. Upon assessing all the criteria, we have identified South Korea as the ideal market to venture into. We feel that going into a joint venture with a South Korean business partner, Suryong Wine, will be the best approach as Ceago will be able to focus on its production capabilities and capitalize on Suryong's expertise in channel distribution. By venturing into South Korea, Ceago will be able to gain exposure to the Asia-Pacific markets and capitalize on the growth of wine consumption in the emerging Asian markets. We believe such strategic advantage will allow Ceago to guarantee its future profits and sustain its growth. Recognizing that our 3 key strategies would propel Ceago forward and allow it to capitalize on the growing wine market, we strongly recommend our company to collaborate with them and mutually reap a sweet and sustainable harvest. Thank you.